All right, folks, we're here closing down practice at Lake Travis, and I've got Brandon Mosley, one of our Oklahoma rookies this year. We got a pile of them. Brandon, when I look at this lake, it seems kind of almost a little bit Grand Lakey. It's got a similar vibe in places. Has it felt at all like that to you?
A little bit. You know, when I first started looking at aerials and map, the first thing that really kind of struck me was, well, this winds up and down just like Table Rock, but
okay.
I can see some similarities with Grand too. You know, one of the big things going on here is the lake was low for years, and then it's recently come up in the last year or so.
Yeah.
So there is tons and tons of bushes and all kinds of cover that we really don't have at Grand.
Yep. No,
other than the brush piles.
That's true. Everything at Grand, well, not everything, but a lot of it's man-made.
Right.
And here, there is as much wood cover that's natural that you could ever want. There's probably too much.
There is. You know, I've searched and searched for a way to play some of the offshore stuff to my advantage, and I hadn't figured it out yet. Maybe I haven't spent enough time in the right stuff. You know, just come out here and really try to fish to my strengths, and that turned out not to be one of my strengths here. Okay.
As far as you can tell, are most of the fish pre-spawn?
You know, I really don't think so. I really think we've had with this full moon and stuff, I really think we've actually had some up trying to do their business.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding. That's kind of interesting because it's obviously still early in the year. It's February. But you get that full moon, you get a little bit of warmth, and today it's cold, but yesterday we were in shorts, you know?
Yeah, we were in shorts, and you know, main lake water was 62, so it's warm enough for them to do it. Okie dokie.
Have you sort of developed some kind of tournament plan yet, or is day one of the tournament going to be a bit of a practice day?
You know, it's going to have to still be a little bit of a practice day. You know, we get 3 days here, and day one, tons of bites, lots of little ones. I was able to catch one pretty good one. Day two was pretty strong. Then I've struggled today.
All right.
I've got some bites, and did see one good one, but it was nowhere near what I saw yesterday.
It sounds like you've seen a few different days. In your mind, what's it take to win this tournament weight-wise? What are we looking at? What's a good bag?
You know, there are more fish in this lake than there are people in Austin.
Okay, that's a lot of fish then. I mean, it is a city.
It is chock full of bass. Some of them keep, some of them don't. You know, I made the statement that to some of the guys I'm staying with that limit's not going to be a problem. Well, I said that before today. Now, I mean, I got several bites today, but you know, weight-wise,
14-inch didn't come easy.
Right. Weight-wise, what do I think it's going to take? Winning bag, I think whoever figures out how to catch 17 to 20 a day.
All right.
I'll probably peg it at 18 a day to win.
Cool. Well, I like the sound of that. I guess I hope you're the guy catching them. If you had, both. Yeah, if you had one more day of practice, you know, if you were going out tomorrow, where would you go? What would you do? Would you do anything that you just haven't done yet?
Yeah, probably
way up a river, or would you idle a bunch or something?
Nah, you know, I'd probably just go try to expand on kind of what I've already established, and maybe even look for some more backup plans. You know, I spent some time today looking for a backup plan, and I think I've got one of those. They're not big, so right. I may have to catch a bunch of them to, you know, finish the limit out, you know, because they won't all keep.
Cool. Well, man, I like that you've got at least one plan and you've got a backup plan.
Right.
So it sounds like you're in decent shape. Man, best of luck in the tournament.
Appreciate it, Jody.
All right, folks, we're closing down practice at Travis with Jason Johnson. Jason, to me, this lake might be up your alley. It's got some pretty clear water. There's no grass. There's rock. There's some wood around. I bet you can catch them on a drop shot, right?
You can catch all you want to on a drop shot.
All day long.
I made the comment yesterday, if this was Major League Fishing, there would be record set, because you can catch all the 12 inches you want, one after another. All right. From daylight to dark.
How, other than 12 inches, you know, 14 and up, how's the lake treating you?
I've had a limit each day, which is You know, it's pretty good from what I hear, but it's not easy to catch a keeper. Yeah, I mean, when I came, I had the intentions that everybody would kind of have keepers, and getting the better than average keeper would kind of separate you.
Catching that 2.5 instead of the 2 1/4 would be.
That's kind of from what I read about the lake and what I checked on it. That's what I was kind of expecting, but it's really hard to catch a 14-incher.
Okay, we've had some kind of funky weather, I guess, in this practice. I mean, it was really warm. Now it's cold. I guess it's going to warm up during the tournament, but I don't think it's going to get like super hot again or even be super stable necessarily. Do you think that has impacted the bite at all, or?
The waters really didn't drop that much tonight or last night with this cold front that came through.
Temperature-wise, right?
Yeah, temperature-wise. Okay. Actually, I think the water is dropping though.
Yeah.
Level-wise. But I think the fish that are already up there, I fished a lot shallow today, and I think the fish that are already up there are going to stay. But what I'm hoping, because you kind of know probably my plans, what I'm hoping is that... I
assume you're not planning on fishing the bank.
No, I'm not planning on that. But what I'm hoping is, you know, everybody's kind of went up the river and did the shallow thing. And I'm hoping this cold front keeps all those bushes from replenishing with fresh fish that hadn't been set on. Because here, you can't shake off a lot because you don't know if they're 12 inches, 10 inches, 4 pounds.
You got to test some size.
You got to, when you get in the area, you got to set on a few and see, because there's just so many 12-inch fish in this lake.
Okay. As far as if you're going to fish a little bit deeper, how deep are we talking in this lake? Because I know there's bushes and stuff out to like 30 and 40 feet deep. Is this a thing where you think there are going to be a number of guys fishing out that deep, or is it more that mid-depth, that classic, like, let's say 10 to 15, 10 to 20 foot range?
I think it'll be more of the classic. You know, there's not a lot of stuff to fish real deep here, if that makes sense. I mean, it's a deep lake, but
it just
unless
drops
you're
too
fishing,
steep.
yeah, if you're fishing bluffs or something like that, you can fish deep. There's just not a lot of those long running points that gradually drop into the lake and get deeper and deeper and deeper. So I don't know, some people will probably call me crazy, you know, 60-degree water and go out deep instead of going up in the bushes, but that's my plan.
All right. I mean, we see this every year at like Beaver Lake though, where there's fish spawning, and then there's guys who make the top 10 catching suspended spotted bass or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe not the top 10, maybe the top 20. Yeah. I mean, you can get a good check fishing off of what everyone wants to do, you know?
Exactly.
Or what everyone thinks is fun.
You know, you don't get many opportunities to fish your strengths, and this lake sets up the way I like to fish, so I really focused almost all 3 days of practice just trying to find fish that bit the way I want to catch them. Okay.
Scale 1 to 10, how are you feeling after having made that commitment?
I feel pretty good.
All right. I like it when you're feeling pretty good, because sometimes you get a little bit beaten down, and I get sad.
I got beat down at Guntersville.
Well, everybody got beat down at Guntersville to an extent.
I got beat down pretty bad.
But I'm glad you're feeling good. If you had to guess, what's it take to win this thing, weight-wise?
I'm gonna say around 68 pounds.
All right, that's pretty strong. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I think somebody have, you know, a big day and then kind of coast along with just a, you know, better than average day.
Okay. Well, man, I'm hoping you have a big day.
Yeah, maybe so.